Hello friends and welcome to today's Bites video. Today I'm going to show a nib that I have on this pen. This is a Just Turnings neon fountain pen. And the nib on here is what makes this one interesting. This is a stacked nib that I got from Daniel at Inkcision Works. So Daniel has a supply of these nibs that are made, I think, by Jinhao. And he tunes them and smooths them and, makes them write absolutely beautifully and then fits them into a Yovo nib housing. So when you buy these nibs, up until recently, this style of nib, this stacked style of nib, was basically kind of like an engineered nib that people were making and creating, and they weren't super affordable or super available. And then all of a sudden they started appearing on places like AliExpress. And now Daniel has a supply of these and then fitting them to a Yovo housing. So they will fit in things like this beautiful Just Turnings pen or the Dipper or any of our Yovo number 6 size fountain pens. So, as I said, this is a stacked nib. So basically what they do is they take a second layer of nib and they weld it to the top of this nib. So you get that sort of double layer and therefore you get like a massive amount of tipping. So how does that manifest in writing? Well, what we have here is the Inkcision Works, I'll call it the Jinhao stacked nib. That's a number 6 Yovo housing. So you can see it lays down a gorgeous amount of ink. And it's one of those nibs that performs, admirably and differently on different angles that you hold it on. So like depending on how you hold it, you'll get different line widths. So what these nibs allow us to do is basically, things like calligraphy and art and those kinds of purposes, but also it just shows off ink really well. And in this case, this beautiful Amairo from Pilot Iroshizuku, which I'll just write here. This ink just looks amazing on this Rhodia paper. It's shading beautifully, getting hits of the sheen. And that's also a big part because this nib just like lays down that much ink. So yes, Daniel has these. Check out the website, talk to them. It's a really great addition. Like when you buy them from places like AliExpress, they normally come on a Jinhao or like a X450 or a 159 or something like that. Or you just get the nib kind of separately, and that's perfectly okay, except for the fact that you don't quite know what you're going to get. In fact, maybe I'll order one just straight up off AliExpress and see how they differ, and make another little video about that in a little while. But yeah, like these write beautifully because you've got a great nib meister working on them before they go out. And as I said, fitting them for that Yovo housing so that we can have them on a big range of pens. So I want to thank Daniel and Inkcision Works for providing this nib for me to show you and to play with. I really like what Daniel does. His nibs are fantastic. So if you need nib services, go to Daniel. He's based here in Sydney. Absolutely brilliant. And this is a fun nib. I hope you found this very short video, interesting and useful. Please like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, and consider becoming a member of this channel, where for a small monthly fee, you'll get early access to some of my videos and things like priority comments and that kind of stuff. In the meantime, enjoy your funky nibs, and I'll talk to you soon.